Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Thank you guys for joining us this morning on Let's Talk About It with the Empowerment Duo. And I am Dr. Lisa Santiago McNeill, and the one scrambling to get to his seat is himself, Brian K. McNeill. Welcome to Monday. We hope you've had some time to rejuvenate, time to enjoy the weekend, some time off, if you will. Hope that you've incurred some experiences and you're looking forward to your week.
Good morning. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And I'm excited about our topic. So often, how well a thing does or doesn't do is dependent upon attitudes going into it. How well the event goes, how well the program is, how well school is that day, how well anything is. It depends upon, like if you anticipate this drive is going to suck, a lot of times it will. Okay. So today I thought it would be interesting for us to talk about and a level set about what is the best thing, in your opinion, that could happen to you today? What's the best thing that could happen today? We gotta get rid of that mirror right behind me. Showing my big back. So I want your thoughts on that today. Miss Phyllis is in the house. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. How you doing? Who else is in the house while we're here?
Miss Phyllis is texting, and she wants to know if we got her text. I did get the text saying that she was going to be in town, but I don't remember if I responded because I was in the middle of something.
Good morning, Mr. Uzama Ra. How you doing, sir? Okay. You guys, man, I'm here for you every day because I want to see Miss Phyllis. I want to see Brother Uzama and what you guys got to say.
Understanding the best thing that can happen. You are the architect of your day.
Did you just say that they're the architects of their day? They're the designer of their day? Did you just say that?
Yes, absolutely. So you get to decide what you would like to get out of your day, what you would like to accomplish, what you would like to manifest. What is the best thing that could happen today? Could you run into an old friend? Could you meet a new prospective client? Could you start a new activity? Or could you embrace one that you already enjoy?
One of the best things that happened for me today is I actually get booked to speak at an event. Now, I have a right to expect that because I've been doing activities that would lead to me being booked. What is that, Brian? That means I'm actually having the research done to find events where I could speak. I'm actually applying to be a speaker. And today I blocked out time where I can speak more.
Good morning, Katura. She says, good morning, guys.
I can speak more directly to events. This past weekend, I listened to the Speaking Business podcast, and YouTube trainings, and things like that as well. And I even listened to last night my friend and your friend too, if you happen to be a professional speaker, Lois Kramer. She was talking about the speaking business too, and she even made it a challenge. She goes, some of us, you should just directly pick up the telephone and call the event producer. Just call them and say, I see you have an event. How do you think about that? I created it this morning.
I saw it. I think it's nice. I like it. I like what you're using your AI tool for. Phyllis said this weekend kind of slow. I had cataract surgery last week.
Oh, no.
Me getting up is the best thing that has happened so far. Amen. Getting up and healing.
Let me rephrase what I just said. I said, oh, no, when I heard the word surgery. But actually, that could be a great thing. She had cataract surgery, so she's probably going to be able to see better. Right?
Absolutely. Katura says, feel better soon, Miss Phyllis. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cataract surgery is one that can help to improve your vision. I'm telling you, this weekend went by quickly. It was Palm Sunday for those of you who celebrate Palm Sunday.
Save me, Jesus.
So
Palm Sunday. We came into town. We was coming to him. Please save me, Jesus. Save me, Jesus. You know the story?
Katura said,
Okay, I want to see it.
I missed you guys on my radio debut last night. It was amazing. It was an amazing start. I am
I
so
wish,
excited.
Couture, I wish we had had a loving reminder because we're people and grown-ups forget stuff. And if I had a reminder, we could have probably made it.
Uzama said if I sold out all my products today and had to re-up when I left this event, that would be awesome.
Now you at an event and you can sell products at the event. Talk about it, bro. What you got going on? See, man, I love Uzama so much. Uzama is living his life out loud. He is doing. He is moving in a positive direction. And the cool thing about people like Uzama, like you and I, the stuff we try, the stuff we go for, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always hit the way we want it to hit. We don't succeed in every single thing. But the cool thing is we keep going. We keep going. We keep trying. And I think that's part of the beauty of life. Now, I love it, Usama. I love to see that when you're in an event. I love to see when you're doing anything cool, all that.
I am telling you, it is a challenge to make sure that you are allowing yourself room to breathe while you forge ahead. It is very important. And I'm struggling to do this show with you eating.
Why? Why?
Because it's aggravating me.
Imagine we had a breakfast meeting.
You say that every time, and I think it's rude because I don't eat that breakfast meat. You will eat either before or after. Rude. No, you can't eat while you're supposed to be conversing with people.
This chicken is delicious.
I'm glad. Anyway, understanding that sometimes part of what you have to do is to both persevere and pause at the same time. It's moving and being intentional about it. I am enjoying learning this new tool for my clients to help them to develop and generate content even when they are in otherwise engaged, sort of so that you can sort of duplicate yourself. And that is requiring some attention while at the same time, I have the responsibility of helping to restructure this entire story that I'm working on for one of my clients or with one of my clients that is pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy lifting. Uzama said, I'm slinging oil, fragrances, natural soaps, toothpaste, and shea butter today. Okay, today.
You're going to sell out everything. You're going to sell out everything you got. And there's going to be somebody else coming and say, you got anything left?
Couture, what's the best thing that could happen today? And where do we watch the replay? Where can we get the replay of your of the radio show, of your podcast, excuse me? Where can we see the replay? I have been catching some snippets of it, but unfortunately there are situations where I can't actually listen to it. So I've been reading the posts and I'm looking forward to sharing the podcast as well.
It's distracting you. The good thing about it is it's almost done. I'm almost finished my breakfast. See, sometimes in life, young lady, you have to do more than one thing at a time. See, I'm much older than my wife. A lot of you guys can't tell, but I'm much older than my wife, and a lot of times I have to give her a more mature perspective. It's no big deal. I'm eating chicken, and eventually I'll be done. Did y'all know I was much older than my wife?
He's not much older than me. He's 11 months older.
I still am older than her, and I lowered it.
So what are you planning for? What are you hoping for? What are you working towards? What's the best thing that could happen today? And of course, this is Monday, so it's weekend update. What did you do over the weekend that you'd like to share with your loving family?
I want to share some stuff. This was the Sweet 16 weekend from the NCAA tournament. I know Zama was watching the games too. Phenomenal weekend of sports. It was so compelling. The games were so compelling. Sunday's games were, well, Saturday's game was blowouts, okay, but it's still very, very interesting. But last night, I got to talk about the last night game, the last game of the night, the best game of the weekend. University of Duke versus the University of Connecticut. The best game. Duke has got a great team led by freshmen. Duke came out in this game focused. They were on point. They were disciplined. They followed the game plan, and got built up a lead. They were ahead by 2 and 4 and 10 points. They got up to as high as leading by 19 points in this game. At halftime, Duke was up by 15 points. The stats were something crazy like in the NCAA tournament, 130 times the team was leading by 15 or more at halftime, and they're 134 and 0. So they're leading by 15 or more at halftime, they always win. That's what the stats said. Okay, but there's three types of lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. Okay, because Connecticut came out and they started to chip away at the lead. The lead went from 15 points to 13 points, then back to 15 points, then down to 11-point lead, up to 15-point lead again, down to a 9-point lead. He was going back and forth, but little by little, the coach was telling them at timeouts, I feel the shift is coming. The shift is coming a little by little. We're gaining momentum on them. He was encouraging them. And the players, if you look at their faces, none of them were frazzled, but they were very focused. They were paying attention to everything. There was no highs and lows in the emotion. They were just very, very focused. And then they started to chip away at the lead. With 5 minutes left to go in the game, Duke was up by 9 points. You're going to win. 5 minutes left in the game. You're going to win. You're up by 9 points. And with 4 minutes left to go in the game, Duke's up by 6 points. You're going to win. Got down to the last few seconds of the game. Duke is up by 2 points. Duke is winning by 2 points, and it's like 8 seconds left in the game. Duke is winning the game. Okay, all they got to do is inbound the ball. That's all you got to do. Duke is going to win. They're going to go to the Final Four. Duke inbounds the ball, and UConn presses them. They double them. They chop them. They jump them, and Duke panicked a little bit. So one of the freshmen, he tried to pass the ball over their head. The ball got tipped. They pass it to this guy. They pass it to that guy. They pass it to this other guy. 3 seconds left in the game. The guy is almost at half court. He's at the logo. He's also a freshman. 3 seconds left in the game. He squats down and heaves it up. It's not even a real shot. He just kind of launches it. 3, 2, 1, swish.
Buzzer beater.
Well, actually, they had 0.4 seconds left in the game after he made that shot. And Duke had to inbound the ball with 0.4 seconds. So it wasn't exactly a buzzer beater, but 0.4 seconds from it. And then Connecticut went ahead by 1 point. I screamed out loud. I was in my garage. I was like, whoa, oh my God. Everybody flipped out. I saw videos all over YouTube. If you saw the ending of the game, you should see it. I'll let you just watch the last few minutes. It was thrilling. It was thrilling if you didn't see that.
Well, I'm glad you had the opportunity to enjoy that. We also had an outing on Saturday. On Saturday, we went to the Charlotte Post event. It was
That was so great. We were honored to attend the last event of Women's History Month at the Charlotte Post newspaper. The Charlotte Post is the oldest Black newspaper in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. And the owners and founders of the Charlotte, not founders, the owners of it, they also control the Charlotte Post and also the Triangle Tribune, which is Raleigh, Durham, and on Chapel Hill, the Triangle Tribune Black newspaper. They put on a great event. They had a great speaker and a great hostess. We went because we wanted to meet other people. And we did meet a bunch of new people that we had never met before, but it was also great to bump into friends that we hadn't seen in a long time, like Marlon Smith, Tanya Fortune, some great friends of ours we hadn't seen in a while. So it was a great event to go to Saturday evening. Grown folks, black folks, in an upwardly mobile environment, doing a good thing. It was great.
It was, I enjoyed the speaker, the topic. Uh, definitely, definitely was very proud of Dr. Jamaica, and just her interview was very well organized. And as the Black Girl Film Festival, I'm proud of the work that she's
That was
done,
amazing.
as well as the featured speaker, Dr. Monique, and I can't remember her name, but her
She wrote a
last
book.
name, yes. And it was really, really a good opportunity to see some of the efforts that are being made to ensure that Black girls, particularly, are given what they need to succeed.
Mm, that's the truth.
And I'm grateful that they were so well read and articulate and astute as to managing the understanding of not only the problem, but having put together solutions and raised money, considerable money, for the efforts that they have been responsible for addressing. It's really been a challenge in the face of so much of the DEI stuff being taken away, so much of the grants and stuff that have been otherwise defunct or redirected, and even maintaining an organization such as Black Girls Fest, Film Festival or Film Black Girls in Film is so important because right now those are so many of the things that are under attack. Even just by maintaining having black in the name is a challenge to much of the funding.
It was eye-opening for me. Um, but it made me realize that how black girls are the most ignored, underserved ever. It's like people discard black girls. They put black girls into categories. By the time a black girl is 11 or 12, she's mean, she's pissed off, she's this, that, attitude, that kind of thing. She's been underserved her whole life. Black girls don't even get treated with the respect of any other group. And then at the same time, black girls are underserved, undertaught, undereducated, underappreciated, underthought of. When they get to any kind of age at all, they're expected to be the leaders. They're the leaders by the time they're in late teens. They're getting their first jobs. They weren't taught anything, but they're the leaders. Black women are like the most educated ever. But it was eye opening, and she was absolutely right in everything she said. How black girls are not encouraged and loved and embraced like other groups of people. Even black boys, we get more. It's hard for me to say that. It's very hard for me to say that.
They really pointed out a lot of the disparagement that befalls on Black girls, and I'm grateful that they were bringing some attention to it because there were some very accomplished young women in the group, and I was very proud to be able to meet some of them. Grand Rising, Dr. Beverly, how are you?
Mm. Black girls go underserved.
Yeah, they were definitely underserved, definitely showcasing, but I'm grateful for the ones that they were able to show. Um, right now,
The name black can't be could be used at a college, I think, on a flyer. They didn't put the word black on it. DEI programs haven't been greatly reduced, they've been eliminated. Eliminated. School teachers that used to teach black history can't anymore, and they're hurting from it. And there are so many people in the nonprofit world and in the education world scrambling now, trying to figure out with this new administration what they can and can't do. Is there going to be money? And a lot of them had all their money taken away. All their funding is taken away, because it was a program that helped a community, helped the Black community. Can't have that. All their money gone. Now what do? They scramble. It's really, really crazy and dire, and it's worse than you think when it comes to schools right now. It's worse than you
It is unfortunate. But I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to go and to sort of hear so much more about what's being done to help handle it and to address it, if you will.
think.
But other than that, this weekend I tried to rest on yesterday and definitely did get the opportunity to do that. Did some resting and some reading and some just being by myself for the most part.
Not that much by yourself this
Right,
weekend.
not that much.
You act like you needed more by yourself time right there. Did y'all see her face looking away? Not that much by myself. What? I had to go shopping by myself because Lisa didn't want to go. Could believe her. I like, babe, I'm going to go to the store. Let's go, babe. Nah, she didn't want to go. So
You know why?
because I had to go grocery shopping by myself.
He doesn't want to go grocery shopping. He wants to be a driver. And he wants me to go shopping. So when I go with them, I know that means that I got to do it. And sometimes
But you don't have to drive.
You don't like driving is the hardest part.
Yeah, like driving ain't nothing. Okay. I drive you around all day, every day. This hither and yon, to and fro, back and forth. Do I ever complain?
And I appreciate it.
Ah, yes, I'm looking forward to today. And even um yesterday was thrilling games. But after the games and between the games, I was studying my business, my speaking business, and I was so encouraged by what I was studying, what I was learning, and found myself bothering my wife because when I learn some stuff, I talk about it. Okay, I talk about it, or share it with her. It's like, so baby, this and this and this, and she was in bed by the time Miss Phyllis, my wife had already gone to bed, and I was like, baby, I know this is hard to answer, but this, and this. Let's talk about this, and this, and this. And why do you feel that way? No, that's the kind of husband she got. Sometimes before bed, and sometimes when I wake up.
Sometimes.
Yes, that's what I said. Sometimes before bed, and sometimes when I wake up. Is that the wrong thing to say?
I don't think it's. I don't think it's accurate.
What's accurate, baby? What's accurate?
Every time.
Every time what?
Every time you you think of something, it doesn't matter what state anybody else is in. You want to talk about the thing that you're thinking about.
Who am I supposed to tell it to?
Tell it to. I don't care who
It's you.
I don't mind you telling it to me, but I need to have a scheduled time where I can. Sometimes I don't mind just listening. I have no problem at all.
I gotta
But
get
then
some
when
stuff
you
out.
want me to give you feedback on it, you want me to process it.
Oh, how difficult that must be. Oh, woe is Lisa's life. He got a husband that respects her opinion. He wants to tell her some stuff.
At midnight.
Oh,
At midnight or 7
how
o'clock in the morning.
horrible. The nightmare that must be, Lisa. Oh, you got a husband that's doing some stuff and want to share his mission with you. The nightmare. Oh, how difficult that must be. Now, baby, it's all right. I'm okay. I have to tell it to you, man. That's it. That's how that goes. Okay. I was about to say something too. It just left me. Um, I don't know what it was. But anyway, the weather is breaking. We had some dreary some stuff from rain this past weekend and some wind. We put up our gazebo, which we end up having to do typically twice a year because the weather beats up the gazebos in the back of your yard because the way the houses are set up here, the wind whips around our house. Seems like crazy. So, but this time we've got some new anchors that we've learned about from we went to Lowe's. So hopefully that'll help this time. So we set that up. Mama's happy because she can go out back now in the gazebo. We got that going. I'm looking forward to today. I started my day, a little bit early. Um, I made a cool Facebook post and LinkedIn post this morning, right before we started. I like it. I'm using a caricature, because the thought is, in my business, I teach and preach and speak on selling and entrepreneurship. So and I wrote a book called Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. And because I think that book was so inspired in writing it. I had to rewrite the whole book 3 times from start to finish, rewrote it 3 times. And that whole book, I wasn't intending to write the book Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. I was writing a book that I had titled Selling You with Confidence. That was the book I was writing, Selling You, How to Sell Yourself with Confidence. But as I was writing Selling You with Confidence, these notes and these thoughts that ended up morphing into Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. I think it's a great book, particularly for an entrepreneur or a network marketer. It's fantastic with network marketing organizations. Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. And this morning I made a post. Some people believe they don't like selling or they're afraid of selling. They're not. What they're afraid of is the potential for rejection. Mm-hmm. And my book remedies that. My teaching and preaching and speaking remedies that. So I'm doing my work. I'm doing my follow-up work. I'm doing my due diligence to make these posts in the areas that I want to be seen. I wish we could show my caricature on screen if that was possible. I wish we could because I want you to see it too. It's 9:26. Robin C. Stern says, let's talk about it. Robin, I want to have a conversation with you anyway, let you know some of the stuff I got going on because I know Robin C. Stern has a collection of life experiences where he has succeeded and failed and tried again and figured some stuff out. So, Robin, I do want to have a talk with you because I believe a talk with you would be helpful to me in my mission. That's what I really want you to help me with, please, sir. Can y'all see that picture there? I created it this morning with the help of my chat GPT, and that's me, but I really like it. How do you guys feel about that? Y'all feeling that picture? Are y'all feeling it? I don't see it yet on this thing. Okay. All right, Dr. Lisa's working on it. Look at man, how cool is that? Robin C. Stern says, "I am all yours, my friend." Robin, that means something to me, Robin. Let me tell you something why. Robin has just gave an example of the help you need is within reach. There's so many of us don't even realize how much amazing help is within our reach. You probably already know the person that can help you. I know Robin. He says, "I'm all yours, my friend," with exclamation points. How freaking cool is that? Are y'all feeling that caricature? I would like some feedback if you would. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I created that this morning. You know, I think it does the point. And with the text that I wrote with it, I think it's going to land. I hope it lands anyway. But the point is, whether it lands or not, I still got to do my work. I still got to do my part by putting it out. I still got to mention it. I still got to talk about it. That's what the game. That's it. Too Hispanic because of the shirt. Lisa does think that's a what do you call it? Poppy something. Poppy Chulo shirt. I think that's right. Right.
Your shirt. I mean, that's the actual shirt. That caricature is actually in Brian's clothes.
Yes, I have it in my closet. That shirt. I like that shirt. That shirt was expensive too, but I like it.
And it's not Hispanic anyway, it's Hawaiian.
He's all Hispanic. Mm-hmm. All right.
Miss Phyllis is laughing.
What's funny, Miss Phyllis?
She's laughing at what Robin said. Two Hispanics look like Fluffy, I guess.
Oh, you talking about
Gabriel.
Iglesias, right?
I guess.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for sharing that, sweetheart. I appreciate it. So that's what I was doing this morning, like right when we're about to go live. It's 9:29. It's time for today
in African American history. 366 days to historical events and accomplishments by Michael A. Carson.
Robin
And
says my
this,
face looks too Hispanic.
oh, oh wow, really? Today is the 30th. Tomorrow is the last day
Wow.
of March.
Can you believe it's March 30th already? Gosh.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. On this day in March, on this day in history, March 30th, in 2000 and in 1999, sorry, in 1999, Lieutenant General Walter E. Gaskins Sr. became the first African American to command the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit, the MEU, at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. In 2010, he became deputy chairman of NATO Military Committee in Brussels, Belgium.
Lieutenant
Lieutenant General.
Walter E. Gaskins Sr.
Mhm.
How about that? In 2010, I remember the name, General Walter Gaskins. In 2010, he became deputy chairman of NATO Military Commission Committee in Brussels. A shout out to General Walter E. Gaskins Sr. I
Absolutely.
love our moment coming from this book on daily. I love our commitment to it. I think it's great. Uzama, he says, hopefully you got your military discount from Lowe's, plus your 4% back in Bitcoin rewards. I didn't get my discount from Lowe's because I didn't realize I got a discount from Lowe's. We're in Lowe's all the time. And we both have military IDs, so we didn't know to ask for it.
We didn't have to ask for it. We just have to add it to the Lowe's rewards. They make you go through a validation, and I just didn't do the validation yet on the app.
I went to PetSmart or Petco or something yesterday, and there was a guy in line in front of me. He was buying his dog gate or something. He goes, he had his number in the system. You know, they said you got a number recorded what he did, and he said I want my military discount too. Um, and he got a military discount. I didn't even know I got a discount at PetSmart, military pet discount. So I went up there. I said, okay, I want the military discount too. I'm military. I got my ID and everything with me. And the guy says, you have a phone number on file? No, I don't have one. And he goes, I'm sorry, you can't get a military discount unless you give us your phone number.
Yep.
I said, fine. It would have saved me $2 though.
That's okay.
Uzama said, wait a minute, back up. Okay, I'm sorry. Baby, you gotta scroll for me, please.
Yep, excuse me.
So go back up. Above that. Okay. Above that. Okay, okay.
Your shirt.
Your shirt, okay.
Robin says,
Wait a minute, this is above that. Uzama said something. Uzama says, hopefully, okay, we got that. Good. All right, go ahead, man. Robin says,
yes, you have to get ID Me, and then you log into Lowe's with your ID Me, which I do have, and you just punch your phone number in and scan your driver's license when you check out. Yes, I do have the ID Me. You just have to connect it to to the Lowe's account, and I hadn't done that already yet. Brother Mark Greer is in the house. I can't do it all at once. You can start, and then I'll move it with you.
Brother Mark Greer, good morning to you, sir. He says, Grand Rising. I've been out of view for a minute, getting quality time in
With the family.
and with the family. There's nothing better with an exclamation point. I just wanted to drop by and say, what up? Make this day the greatest of days. Simply because you can. Holla. Mark Greer, thank you for stopping by. And you're right, that's the greatest thing you could do. The last two Wednesdays, Mark, I was really wishing that you were in the room because your message so blessed us. The last two Wednesdays, these are the best ones you ever did with us, the last two. All the ones before the last two sucked, but these last two were amazing, man.
Good morning, Dr. Sheila.
Good morning, Dr. Sheila Gothard. I saw a video clip somewhere where our friend Cannon, the stand-up comedian, Sharon Cannon, whatever. Canyon was speaking on stage. Everyone in the room had on red, and the person that was videoing was behind. It looked like you, Dr. Sheila Gothard. It looked like the side of your head and the back of your head because they were recording it. Were you at an event this past weekend with Kim Canyon or speaking? Was on stage speaking? Um,
Robin says Home Depot finally caught up with the system now. Amen. With the ID.me system, and Cracker Barrel uses it as well. For those of you who might want to go to
Mark
Cracker
Greer
Barrel.
said something.
He's laughing at
Oh,
you.
he's laughing at something. Okay.
And Sheila says, "Yes, it was me.
It was you.
So your
Okay.
head was recognizable."
The side of her head. I like that looks like Dr. Sheila. And she spoke as well. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
She shared with me a wonderful Palm Sunday presentation by her very own, or I should say, by our very own boss lady, Aubrey.
Her granddaughter?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Where was that event taking place? Okay, that would be interesting to me. Okay. But yes, that's pretty interesting that I recognized you from the side of your head, kind of from behind you, because that's where the person was recording. Today's topic, it's on the premise of the law of expectation. Things tend to turn out the way we expect. That's why I used to hate when I worked in corporate America where they would say, okay, your sales goal for this month is this, and your sales goal for this. When the company from on high would tell somebody what their sales goal is. And I'd have to suck it up. I'd say, look, okay, I heard you, but don't mention that to me no more this month. Okay, none of my business what your sales goal is. Okay. I don't even like them to say, Brian, I need you to sell this much per month. They have no idea what standards I have for myself. And I used to be so upset about it. They had to say it, I had to hear it, but I ain't want to hear it no more. Okay.
And if you just retain that as whatever their minimum is, I think a company
That's
that is
what the
paying
sales
you,
goals are for.
yeah, I think that they should have the right to establish for you at least this much is what you have to do at the very least is what our expectation
And
is.
there was a reason why I always lapped those guys. My production was what number 2 and 3 combined would do. Okay. And you know what would happen when companies would give them their goals? All the salespeople would end up around that number. It'd always be around that number. And I'd be like way ahead of that number because that was none of my business.
Mm-hmm. Says the Bennett College Global Learning Center. That's where
Bennett is in Greensboro, I think.
Uzama said, "Are you watching the TCU South Carolina game tonight, Brian?"
I think I should. The women are in their final four, well, not the final four yet. They're in the sweets. There's grade 8 right now. They're down to the last few teams to go to the final four this upcoming weekend. I think I should watch that game tonight, brother Uzama. Thank you very much. Because I haven't watched any whole women's games yet this whole season. Not one game I watched the whole thing. I watched bits and pieces. Okay, but I haven't seen the whole game. But tonight will be a good because South Carolina, that's my girl, Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley coaches them. I told y'all before how Dawn Staley tried to date me, right? Did I tell you?
You did. Would you like to tell it again?
I'm telling y'all, Dawn Staley was feeling your boy. She was like, come on, B, she was trying to do this. Dawn Staley was feeling me, y'all. I'm telling you. I bumped into Dawn Staley at a gas station. Okay. I was like, and she was like, and then I was like, Dawn Staley? Yes, how are you? I'm good. I'm Brian McNeill. Now, I was married at the time. Okay. That's the only reason I ain't giving no play. But she was giving me all these vibes like, yo, what's up, man? I'm in town, man. Let's do something. I couldn't do it. But Dawn Staley caught the vapors, y'all. I'm telling you, she bumped into me. She felt my spirit. I know she did. If I had asked Dawn Staley out that night, she would have been with it. I'm telling you. Uzama, that's how smooth my game is, man. I didn't do it though. But I know Dawn Staley was feeling your boy. Anyway, Now that I got that off my
I'm
chest.
glad you got it off your chest.
You know, I chose you over Dustin.
We're not going to do that.
But anyway, I think I will watch that game tonight. And it's giving me, I mean, I'm finding so much joy in these tournaments, but not only the tournament. I'm finding, this is going to seem crazy, I'm enjoying my cigars more. I've got good cigars, man. I mean, I've been buying quality. This last batch before this batch right here, I was buying some affordable stuff. But this batch here now, I have good quality sticks, and I'm enjoying my cigar and the games in my garage. What a blessing! I'm enjoying them. The weather's gonna be even nicer today than yesterday, even though yesterday was kind of nice too in the garage. But I'm gonna be in the garage tonight watching TCU versus South Carolina. Whoop whoop! Texas Christian University versus South Carolina Gamecocks.
Woo.
Today's topic: what's the best thing that can happen today? Law of expectations. What do you want to see happen? Anybody dare raise their hand saying, today I would love it if this happened. One of the exercises I do with my clients, I have them make a list. And we make a list of at least 10 things that if this thing happened for you today, no matter what time it happened, you would consider that a winning day. For example, if you made a sale, that's a winning day. If it happened at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m., that's a winning day if you make a sale. Or if you gain a new client, or if you get a great referral, that's a winning day. If you get a great testimonial, if you set an appointment to talk to someone, if you get a chance to speak to a group about what you do, if you get a chance to tell your story to one new person, that's 7 things right off the top of my head that if it happened to you in your business today, that would be a winning day. What's going on? And most of the time, we can come up with 13 or 14 winning things that if it happened for you today, you would consider that a winning day for your business. And the cool thing about making an extensive list of what could equal a winning day for you and your business, and then I have them pick a number and pick numbers either 2, 3, or 4. Most people pick 3. I say, okay, great. So if in any day that you do at least 3 of these things in any order, in any combination, you can count that as a winning day. So much of the time, entrepreneurs' challenges, they waste a lot of time. And the reason why they waste a lot of time is they don't know what they're supposed to be doing during the day. They're just doing stuff. So, but creating a list of what can equal a winning day gives them a whole lot of direction.
Miss Phyllis said she would love to get her walk on today.
What's
Is
the
it
weather going to be like
warm
in New
enough
York?
for you to get your walk on?
Yeah, what's it going to be like there in New York, NYC for you today? I'm curious. Although I could easily look it up myself. Why don't you just tell me? Is it going to be nice for you today in New York? If you're just learning about that idea of writing out things that can equal a winning day for you, how does that land for you? Do you think that will serve you well?
Oh, okay. So you can't do much online with your eye because your eye is you just got your surgery on Friday,
Cataracts.
your cataract surgery on Friday because it's a fairly eyes are one of the most quick to heal things on our bodies.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if I think I did tell you at the time that I jabbed my eye with a rat tail comb.
I think I missed
You did. So yeah, I was doing hair and I just jabbed it
it.
directly
You
in
were
my
doing
eye.
someone else's hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was doing Brandon's hair when he was a
and they
little
had a
boy
kink in something, and then the kink got loose, nap got loose.
and jabbed it directly in my
Oh
eye.
God, that's terrible. You go to the hospital?
I did
Good.
after I finished his hair.
After I finished this hair,
I did.
I've done that too. One time we host a men's meeting on the first and the third Tuesday of every month. Uh,
Incidentally, tomorrow is not the first Tuesday.
okay, tomorrow's not the first Tuesday. It'll be next Tuesday. It was one men's meeting. It was like I don't know, half an hour before the men's meeting started. Okay, and I had made some noodles, and the microwave was above the stove. So, and it's not that high, but I had took the noodles that I had in a bowl, and the bowl was hot. I didn't have it in a plastic bowl. I cooked the noodles in it, and I took the bowl out, and the edge of the bowl hit the bottom of the microwave, and spilled all over my belly right here. Okay, scalded me. Okay, skin off, all everything to the white meat, scalded me. Okay, I don't think I didn't have a shirt on or something.
You did not.
I didn't have a shirt on, but it scalded me, and I still got the scar to this day. I mean, a big scar, like a big old bruise, scalded me like a half an hour before the men's meeting started. And my wife came. She figured we need some aloe. She went to the store. The store is probably 12 to 15 minutes from the house and back. That's a half an hour. She was back in like 10 minutes, okay, with a big old aloe leaf. And we cracked that. She cracked that aloe and put aloe on it. And I put on a button up shirt and went ahead and did the men's meeting, hosted the men's meeting. But I was bent over the whole time with my shirt like this. But I still hosted the meeting.
Miss Phyllis said it's 52 right now.
Nice.
They gave her drops to take every 4 hours. Excuse me.
You can get out. But I mean,
4 times a day.
And that burn during the meeting, it didn't bother me at all during the meeting, okay? But after the meeting, it took, what, a week or two for us to get some skin on that thing, right? But anyway.
It's better now.
It's way better now. It's just a part of me now. It's still a dark place where I had scalded myself.
It was white. Yeah, it was down to the white.
Right, but now it's dark. Now. Yes. But man, the show must go on. So I didn't have time to find a substitute for the men's meeting, and I knew people was going to be in the room. I had to show up. Uzama Raw might have been in that meeting because he's a regular.
I'm telling you, it is good to have plans, but it is important to be aware that plans can and often do change.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about after I just told that story, it's caused me to think about it. Why did I just do it? Why did I do that meeting anyway? Anybody could have understood that. Okay. I had an accident. I can't show. Why did I do it anyway? Because I wanted to? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or what does it mean? What does it say? I'm gonna spend some time thinking about that.
I think it's important to be consistent. I think sometimes just finishing what we start or honoring commitment that we've made is often the driving force for a lot of the things.
We are late. We're supposed to start the greeting songs at around 9:42, but we haven't started them yet. It's 9:47. We're late.
We're in the middle of it.
I almost said something, but she said that word, y'all. She said titillating, and I almost said something about it, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna say nothing about it, okay? But last night I'm not gonna say nothing about titillating, okay? I was appreciating. No, I ain't gonna go there. Let's go. Up first today is Miss Phyllis George. Miss Phyllis George has been hanging out with us for years, and she has a greeting logo, and it goes like this: Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Up next is Mr. Uzama Ra. He's got a song too, and it goes.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
The Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama. That's our guy, Uzama Ra. He is the Bitcoin King. That's beautiful. Keep scrolling, please. Miss Katora Green, she has a song too, and it goes, back to life, back to Katora Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it? Good morning, Miss Howisha McFadden. How you doing this morning? Dr. Beverly's in the room. She's got a logo too, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
And good morning.
You and the rest of your crew. That's what I'm talking about. Robert C. Stern, he's your Google guru. Teach, teach, teach your Google guru. Teach, teach, teach. That's Robert C. Stern. I'm so excited. Robert, I can't wait to talk to you. He said in public, he's always said, Brian, I'm all yours. He said it. I read it. Angela, okay, Miss Phyllis, we did that. Angela Mitchell, good morning. Happy Monday, Angela. What's the best thing that can happen for you today? You and your business. What's the best thing that can happen in your opinion? Brother Mark Greer, thanks for sliding through, bruh. He's got a jam too, and it goes, so why you can't get around it?
So low you can't get under that.
So high, you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. That's Mark Greer's greeting jam. How come he gets a song with his name in it? He's a consistent contributor, just like the Sheila Gothard. She's got a jam too.
Sheila, Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
Oh, that's Sheila Gothard's jam. Frida Robinson, good morning to you,
Hey,
Frida.
Miss Frida. Good morning and welcome back again. Thank you
Miss
for
Frida,
joining us
you keep
again.
coming and putting stuff in the comment section. You gonna get you a song, Miss Frida.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate. Good morning.
Brother Eric Heilig, man, you getting to be a regular. Eric, you gonna get you a greeting song. Eric Heilig, recommend a song or a genre that we could put your name in so that we could greet you with your greeting jam too. Eric Heilig, something. Like Mark Greer, he wanted something funk. He wanted something like what is it, group Parliament Funkadelic. So we found Mark Greer's jam in that. Some people come up with their own. I came up with Sheila Gothard, I think, but I didn't have storms. I had something else. But Lisa and Sheila wanted that part, so we kept it. Okay. Hey Frida, how you doing, Miss Frida?
Good morning,
From Sheila Gothard.
morning.
So, brother Eric Hollick, I invite you to recommend a song or a genre, or you might even record it yourself so that we can sing it when you come through.
And we appreciate you coming to hang out with us on this magnificent Monday. Take the week by the horns, establish some goals, and move forward in your process.
Think about what you want to happen, eschewing what you don't. Consistent positive direction language. Let's go for some of that. Stop saying the opposite of what you want. Start saying what you do want. Go for what you want instead of going for the opposite of what you want.
Eric said he wants some earth, wind, and fire.
Earth, wind, and fire. Okay, okay. Oh man, now I'm gonna put some thought to it. Earth, wind, and fire. Find Eric Heilig. We're gonna put some thought. We're gonna find you a jam, Eric.
Absolutely. In the meantime, in between time, don't forget to have